So you're looking for a way of getting support tickets directly in GoHighLevel. I was there. I was in the same boat. I had Asana, ClickUp, Slack connected into a GoHighLevel form that sent all that through Make or Zapier over into Asana for my team. And then I had to get my team into Asana and sign up for team members there and stuff like that, where I really just wanted something built into GoHighLevel, which is why we came up with TicketHQ. You can get this set up in about 5 minutes for getting other accounts in there. So I'm going to take you through right here. We broke it down into a couple different ways. So you can connect it in GoHighLevel, but then you can also connect it into WordPress. This view right here, we have a couple different views. One is going to be your agency account. So like right here, this is what your agency would see. So all you have to do is actually get your team members into your GoHighLevel master sub account, and this is where all your tickets come into. So whether you put, whether you connect somebody else's sub account from a different agency, or you have them all in your agency, or if you're just an individual team, this will work out great for you guys because you can submit tickets, have your team be able to see it, and all they have to do is actually have a login to this sub account in your GoHighLevel or whatever GoHighLevel you're doing. So this right here, you can kind of see there's some safety measures in here to keep people from doing things that aren't supposed to be done. Like you can see a list of accounts, but you can't delete or add them because we want to be able to have them all in one place. I'll show you that here in a little bit. And like I said, we connect into WordPress and stuff like that, but you can see there's 2 accounts connected in here. I had to connect this because this is the master account. I wanted you to see it. But connecting the master account is just as easy as adding a regular account. You can see, obviously, there's no tickets. And if we go back into our main dashboard, this is where I log in to TicketHQ.io. So this is after I've already paid for an account and stuff like that. You can see this has an amount of storage. So that's how tickets are based. So the amount of tickets you have are based on how much storage you use. So if you start running up to your max storage, you can delete tickets to be able to free up storage. So now you have a little bit more control. But you can see over here, just so you know, we don't have any tickets in here. But adding an account is super easy, and we're actually going to be using this account as a test account. But let me back up. Let me get into this. So the very first thing that you need to do is actually go into your GoHighLevel. Go under App Marketplace, and then we're going to go type in the word ticket or tickets or TicketHQ, whatever you want to do. As soon as this gets going, you're going to see TicketHQ as the first one. You're going to want to install that. And so we've already been doing this for about 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So you install that on one or all of your sub accounts. And then once you do that, this is what you're going to see. So again, this is going back to the account we want to use. What I want to do is actually get this location ID. You can actually also go find that by going into settings, your business profile. At the top is your location ID. We want to make it easy so that way you can just go and grab it from here, copy it. We're going to go back into here. We're going to show you what you need. So what I want to do is go under accounts. You can see I just have 2 right in here. So this is our master. You can see this Clean Tooth Dental. It's a dummy account, Clean Tooth Dental. And so we're going to go up here and click create an account. When we create an account, I'm going to name this whatever we want to name it. So we're going to do MWC testing. Okay. So as I start typing this in, if I do tester, you can see this email identifier change. So we can name this whatever we want to. And this email identifier, as long as another TicketHQ customer doesn't have the same email address for an account, you can get it. So I don't really like the slashes, so I'm going to take that out. So now I have this right here. But I want to connect GoHighLevel and WordPress. So I'm going to check this and check this. As you can see, 2 extra boxes show up right here. One is the location ID, and then down here, this custom URL. So if you are on an agency account, you want to be able to go grab that custom URL. So for example, ours is, go copy it, we'll paste it in here. Ours is this. So this is what we log into and stuff like that. If you log into app.gohighlevel.com, don't worry about putting anything here. It's not a big deal. You can still connect. But if you use a custom URL, just know that if you log in from app.gohighlevel.com, you will see it. But if you don't put this URL in there, you won't, if you log in from that URL, it will not show up. So just as FYI. And then our WordPress URL, I'm going to go in here. You can see this is not functioning right here because we did not connect it. So I'm going to go in here, copy my URL. I've already opened this up. I've already logged into WordPress and stuff like that. I'm going to show you how to install this here in a second, though. I'm going to go put this URL right in here, and then now I'm going to create an account. As soon as this creates an account, you see, voila, this is right here. And so just because I added this, I'm going to make sure I keep talking through this because this is how quick this happens. I'm going to go and refresh this, so that way now, as I'm refreshing, you can hear my voice. I'm not going to be able to clip this out or do whatever I want to do and make it seem like I'm clipping and not showing what's for real. This is what shows up. So now we're in the customer view. So this is going to be what your customers are going to see in the TicketHQ. So this message right here is customizable. If you go into settings right here, you can actually go and change the color, change your logo, actually go and do an hourly rate. I'll cover that here in a little bit. And then you can change the master, but then also that default message actually shows up right here. So you can put whatever you want to. We're not going to go through that. We'll go through that in another video. But just for time's sake, I'm going to go back into here, and you can see I can go click on tickets. So there's nothing in here. You see, here's that purple. Here's that logo of your logo, so that way your clients can see your stuff, not ours. So you can see there's no tickets and stuff like that. So what I want to do is let's go create a ticket. And again, we've already got this set up. It's been under 5 minutes. It's already in there. So let's do dummy ticket in our sub account. And then let's go do, all right, let's do technical support. This is a test, okay? And then we're gonna go give this right here. And then you can see that there's not a whole lot of like customization right here. You're probably wondering, how do we assign a ticket and stuff like this? This is for the customer to send to you. So this, I'll show you where you can assign tickets. So we're gonna scroll down, let me move my face, and we are going to submit tickets. So you see this happen, it's gonna refresh real quick, and then all of a sudden, there's your ticket right there. So just so you don't think I'm full of crap, I'm gonna refresh this page, and we're gonna let this go real quick, and it's gonna initializing and refreshing and stuff like that. So now we're should see in that the dashboard display, a ticket show up in the list. And my internet's running a little bit slow, so I apologize about that. But you see, here's that ticket. And then if we go to tickets, you can see here's the ticket right here. But if we go edit this ticket as an admin, so this is where your agency comes in, I can go edit this ticket. I can go say, okay, let me go edit this ticket. You see over here on the right-hand side, there's a lot more functionality to this. So let's just say I want to assign this to me. This is the only team member I have in my account. You can actually go add team members right here. It's really easy. But we can actually go click this at 30 minutes and just say, hey, this ticket took 30 minutes. And we can click Save Changes. So here's the beauty of this, is that if we go back into our account, we can just click refresh real quick, and then we go to hour tracking. I think we're going to have to, oh, yeah, here we go. So this is tracking that time right here. So now we can see, oh, if I can move my face, so total value is $50 for $100 an hour. You can actually go give your hourly rate right here. But let's go back into our agency. If I go under tickets, I can see this. And if I'm a customer, I can't fully delete this ticket. If I try to delete this, it's going to show up as deleted. But you can't fully remove it because it has 30 minutes on it. It's for the agency and stuff like that. So if a client tries to go in there and delete a bunch of tickets, they can't fully delete them. So you're always going to see that. But the client can actually go into hour tracking and actually go see exactly how much time they have available. One of the best things about this is that if we go back into the account, we go click edit. So I just clicked on the account and then the account tab, and I clicked edit on the account. If I go under invoicing right here, I can change this to 125, and then we can do 10 hours, 10 retainer hours. So if I go up to the top and click save, I'm going to go back into my agency account. I can go refresh, and now if we go back to our hourly rate, so this is all stuff that you would set up in the very beginning. But if we go back into here, we'll let this kind of do its thing to go register the account. And then we're going to go see tickets, and then we're going to go to hourly rate. So now there's $0 billable dollars, 0 billable hours, because we have 10 open remaining hours of retainer. So it is going to decide, it's going to pick up and say, hey, you haven't hit this 10-hour mark yet, so we can't bill for anything. And we're also creating a way to automatically bill through GoHighLevel, be able to automatically bill, set up invoices through GoHighLevel to go in. And so as you can see, there's a ticket right here for the client to see. Here you go. And then one of the other things, you can actually do webhooks right here, wink, wink, so you can do outbound messages to anywhere you want to. Get in that. So this is what we see in here. So you can see tickets right here. So now you see the client sees this. Let's say they also have a WordPress website. So let's go back into here. And so if I go and just refresh this page, it's still going to break because we put in the URL, but we need the activation codes. So you can see, hey, it's kind of activated, but hey, we still need stuff. So if we go over here, let's go down to integrations, and we can go connect, and we can go download the latest WordPress plugin from right here. Go download it to your site. Download it to your computer, and we're going to go into plugins. And once we go into plugins, we're going to go add new plugin up here at the top. And again, this is our dummy site, so it should look very similar to this. Upload plugin, you're going to go upload it here. It goes really, really fast. So we go into TicketHQ, and we go in. We're going to see the TicketHQ tab down here on the left once we activate. But this is a dummy activation code. If we go back into TicketHQ, I can go back into accounts. Now I can see this activation code. This is a unique identifier to this account. So I'm going to copy it. We're going to go back in here. And you can do this all at one time. If you copy it all and then just go into WordPress, I'm just trying to jump back and forth. Let's change the activation code. Paste this in here. And we're going to update this. So now that I've updated it, you can kind of see this number change right here, or this code change. If I go to settings, you can go test this out. It'll automatically start testing the connection, and we should get a green. There we go. We're successful. So now here's the big thing. So if we go into our account, so we can go into here, and if you type this in wrong, so this is where we need like the subdomain as well. So you need to do HTTPS all the way forward. If I do the forward slash, if I click off of it, it should, if I click save, it'll remove it right here. So we only keep what we need. But if you go in there and you type in the wrong subdomain, or if you don't put HTTPS in there, you got to have this exactly right. So let's go into WordPress. Let's go into view tickets. Move my face out the way. So now you see, here's the same one. Here's that same ticket we just created. So now your client can be in WordPress, edit ticket, or like go make tickets. And now if I go submit a ticket, let's do, just so you know I'm not full of crap, WordPress ticket. Then we go over here. Let's do feature requests. I want a new support ticket system. I don't know if I could spell system. And then over here we can do, okay, we want this due tomorrow. Okay, so now we got this right here, and this actually uses your username from WordPress. And so again, all you have to do is have somebody be able to be logged in and have access to this from the roles, from the permissions in WordPress. So again, you're not giving anybody any extra permissions. Then we can click submit ticket. As soon as that goes through, oh look, the source was WordPress. This source was GoHighLevel. And then now if I'm in GoHighLevel, let's just go back to our agency account. If I go back, I can see, hey, there was a WordPress ticket put in here from this client, MWC Tester. Hey, let's go make that change. So now we got all of our tickets in. We're able to manage our time as a agency for that client and be able to customize their result. But then there's a whole bunch of other bells and whistles to this, but this is hey, we got up and going. I know I did a lot of talking. This is approaching a 15-minute video, but you can actually go install accounts in way less time than 5 minutes. So, yeah, we'll go over a couple more features and stuff like that in later videos. But this is how you can get support tickets in WordPress and GoHighLevel in less than 5 minutes.